Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I just read Godeater's Son by Noah van Nguyen, and it was quite interesting. The premise is as follows. Heldenar Fall and his sister live a simple life in some godforsaken hellhole in Akshi, but a lot of trouble suddenly shows up at their doorstep after Fall saves a Sigmarite priestess from some raiders. Blaming Sigmar and his followers for all the horrors that follow, he then declares a war of vengeance upon the Azorites. Thereafter, he goes on an epic chaos-filled journey to reunite all the various tribes that are currently being exploited by Sigmar and to burn down the colonized city of Kandrip. The best thing about this novel is the interesting ways in which it discusses chaos and religion in the mortal realms. There are a lot of characters in this book which are either entirely, or at least to an extent, motivated by religious reasons. Some are full zealots, like the Stormcast Eternals or the corn-worshipping tribes, while others are more on the fence, and some worship in a way entirely unique to themselves. Throughout the book, we learn a lot about what motivates these characters to feel the way they do. We listen along to some discussions and arguments between various ideologies, we see characters find faith or lose it. There's a bit of depth here, and I also just really like how diverse this book portrays the followers of chaos, rather than just showing slaves of the Big Four. Another thing I liked is that the book doesn't feel any need to make characters seem moral or to create some easy black and white image for the reader. The controlling, pragmatic, and colonialistic nature of the Order factions is well explored in this novel, but conversely, the main character and his associates also have plenty of dark sides. It really is a proper Warhammer novel in the sense that there are really no good guys here. The book has one big flaw, however, which is that it is awfully hard to read at times. The majority of the book is fine, but especially once things start to become more fantastical or magical, the readability rapidly decreases. There are multiple reasons for this. One of them is that the author uses a lot of archaic, complex words that you rarely see outside of a dictionary. Sometimes these words don't even really make sense to be used there, and almost always there would have been clearer alternatives. Another reason is that the author introduces a boatload of in-universe words without really introducing them. Characters just say a word and it is then left up to the reader to infer its meaning and to remember it for the rest of the book. This also ties into the last reason, and that is that the author uses a lot of fake metaphors. Here the metaphor is to some in-universe thing that the reader has never heard about, making the metaphor utterly useless and almost impossible to understand. It's also not like the writing of Robert Rath, where it's a clever reference to established lore, or like Abnet's, where it's a metaphor or proverb that gets further explained throughout the novel. So yeah, that sucked a bit, as I sometimes really struggled to follow what was going on. But on the other hand, it did make the book very immersive. Godeater's Son is told completely from the in-universe perspective of the main character, and the usage of so many in-universe terms, metaphors, proverbs, and the like did make it so that you really feel as if you're in the head of the main character. So I suppose it's a bit of a two-edged sword in the end. Furthermore, the plot was really good. The book has a lot of twists and often these tie back to the events from earlier in the novel. This way, it remains surprising without feeling too deus ex machina, if you'll excuse the pun. The plot also had some attention for the character development of the side characters. I really like this, and it's a bit reminiscent of Abnet's writing. It added another big plus to the immersion and often allowed for some more exploration of Age of Sigmar's religions. Finally, I also very much enjoyed the satisfying quest of the main character to expand his army. I find there's something innately fun about following a character's quest to gradually gear up to defeat the big antagonist, and this book very much delivers on that. So all in all, Godeater's Son gets a very solid 4 out of 5 stupid sexy seekers. Godeater's Son is a very fun and immersive story that handles some interesting themes from the mortal realms. And honestly, I would have given it 5 stars if the descriptive writing hadn't gone so out of hand. Yet still, definitely a must read for fans of the Slaves of Darkness or any Chaos affiliated warband. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Have a nice evening, the book's linked down below, and don't forget your nightly prayers to Nagash.